Good afternoon, welcome to Knowsley Road for this afternoon's first Super League clash here at Knowsley Road of the 1997 season. Sheffield, the first team out on the pitch. We'll go through their team a bit later, but what a good Friday did we have, eh? Last Friday at Wigan. Give the old pie eaters a good tonking, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Took 2 points off them, and let's hope that our friends down the road, Warrington, can get the first win today. But here come the Saints, the Super League champions, the Challenge Cup holders, and a friendly again for a second successive year. Saints being led out by two matchday mascots who both attend Merton Bank Primary School. Jamie Smith, 9 years of age. He's the captain of Pilkington's under-10s team, so obviously steeped in rugby league there, and his favourite is Tommy Martin. Kelvin Mason is the other one, he's 10 years of age. He plays for Pilt's under-10s, so obviously under the captaincy of Jamie Smith, and his favourite player is Alan Hunt. So Jamie Smith and Kelvin Mason, enjoy your day here in the Saints as match day mascots. Saints played 2-1-2, and I suppose after Friday we can say it's after the Lord Mayor's show. That's probably sum up today's game, but you can't underestimate the Sheffield Eagles. Phil Larder's men beaten by Paris and Halifax in the first two games, but they beat Warrington. Well, I suppose that's no big surprise, is it? 32-18 last weekend. They parted company with the coach after that, so as I said, Warrington take on Wigan today. Let's hope they can do the business. You with Mike on video, my name's Ron Hoof. The teams for this afternoon: Saints, Steve Prescott, Danny Arnold, Alan Hunt, Paul Newell, Anthony Sullivan, Carl Hammond and Lee Briers, Apollo Padlini, Kieran Cunningham, Julian O'Neill, Chris Joynt, Ian Pickavance and Chris Morley, with Booth, Matautia, Northey and Anderson on the bench. The Sheffield side in possession: Savatabua, Pickney, Tiwa on the wings, Morganton and Senior in the centre, Doyle and Aston the half-back pairing, with Broadbent, Turner and Edmed, Carr and McAllister and Ward the back three, Jean-Paul Garcia, David Michael, Wayne Flynn and Alex Thompson on the bench. Sheffield in possession, fine day, great crowd here at Knowsley Road, and why not indeed? Saints, the Challenge Cup holders, going to Wembley again, and a big crowd assembled here at Knowsley Road for this clash. Phil Larder, coach of the Eagles, and he's a big task. Obviously got to raise his team. Quite a lot of Super League coaches under the cosh. Dorry gone, West gone. We're talking about John Joyner and Andy Goodway, couldn't think of his name then. But Sheffield put the ball down in the Saints 20-metre area. Briers at the scrum. Sullivan comes in field. Saints again moving it out, looked a little suspect as he came through. But once again, Julian O'Neill goes through there, and Sean McRae had done his homework. Aston, the playmaker here at Sheffield. And the influential Martin Wood, the loose forward. But Pickavance, been on the bench all season, rewarded in the second row today. Saints put the ball upfield. Savatabua makes a hash of it. And Wetu Tawu comes up with the possession. Alan Hunt in over on the corner there with Carl Hammond. Right in for the tackle. Saints moving up quickly. Got to close this Sheffield side down. Give them no leeway whatsoever. Broadbent, the big forward, powering in. He tries to get the ball underway, he does so. Two tacklers round him, they both went low. Saints are going to have to smother the ball. They move it over crossfield. Doyle, the standoff, he unloads. And the Eagles are in the Saints half. Wood chips it through. Steve Prescott alert to it. Should cover it, no problem. Just bobbles a little bit, but Prescott rounds his man, does well, covers up, keeps in the field of play. Welcome to one and all in the sponsors' boxes. Thank you for your continued support this season, and we hope for many seasons supporting the greatest team in the Super League. St Helens RLFC. Apollo Perolini over the 20-metre mark. Once again, it's trying to get crossfield. Cunningham did well, got the ball away, and the referee says that was a forward pass. Paul Carr did well, came in on Cunningham, closed him down quickly. Larder and his men will know that Cunningham, well, he's, I'm going to say, one of the key men. They're all key men from 1 to 13 there in the positions. Forward pass ruled, scrum down, Sheffield head and feed. Mark Aston to get the ball. Harsh decision there, early days yet. Savatabua linking up from the full-back position, taken by his counterpart Steve Prescott. Aston, well, that's just desserts, isn't it? Aston made a complete hash of it, knocked it forward. And now Saints will get head and feed and hopefully possession, and they can continue on where they left off before. Hammond, Newlove, so strong. 30 metres out, now with Perolini. Well, Carr there, second man in, flop tackle. Hammond, short ball, Pickavance. Scored the first try for the Saints at Central Park. 22 points to 2, it went in the second half last Friday. Great performance. A lot of niggly tactics early on from the Eagles. Last one of the sequence, Saints 10 metres in the Eagles' half. Now with Breers. Knocked forward off a Sheffield man, but that pass certainly looked in. Forward, nothing wrong with the initial stoppage. Wood, over to the right. Great tackling there. Weto to bounce to the earth. The Eagles build up again. Edmed, the man going through. The ball slipped away there. Tatiwa couldn't control it. Scrum down, Saints head and feed. Just joint, blindside ploy.
Never jumping up bandwagon with the shirt. Hey, look who's here.
Well taken, 10 metres short of the halfway. Approaching 6 minutes gone. No score on the board. But Saints looking to unlock the Sheffield defence, and Newlove nearly did a great tackle by Edmed. Julian O'Neill, the plodder, makes the forward yardage. Once again, the Saints move it left. Hammond, instrumental, now with Newlove. Obviously, Saints lacking the influential Tommy Martin and Derek McVie.
So he's playing well,
Whereas Martin usually has the kicking duties. It's going to Hammond and Breers, and that ball going touching goal. So the Eagles will restart from the tap from the centre of the 20. Paul Newlove just taking a knock on the leg, just receiving treatment. Broadbent picks the ball out, shifts it out quickly. Willie Morganson taken down. The Eagles move it quickly. Darren Turner scampers away from the action half-back position. Lively hooker, and the Eagles keep the ball moving. Wood again. That was certainly a line ball, as they call it. Aston putting the tester up. Prescott coming for it. Sun in his eyes, but he takes it well. But he's taken in the air by Paul Carr, and that's a penalty. The man in the air, well signified by referee Cummins there. You can't take the man in the air when he goes in for the possession. Saints restart. Julian O'Neill. The Eagles line up, move up quickly on the referee's right, but Saints move it over to their right. Once again, Saints going through the motions, looking to unlock that defence. Pickermans releases it. Now it's with Young Breers. Playing well as Young Breers. And obviously the last match of a 6-match ban for Bobby Golding today. And he's hoping to be in the starting lineup for next Saturday's clash at the Charlotte. Newland breaks through. He's going to go in big. Great work. Super backing up by Joint. And great tackling by the Eagles. The last one of the sequence. Saints have got to move it quickly. The gap on the right. Hammond. Oh, it's out to Hunt. That's a great try, isn't it? Superb work by the Saints there. 8 minutes gone and Hunted for the try. Newland burst through the defence. Sullivan on his outside, he ducked back inside, slipped it inside to Joint. It looked as though Joint was all over, but a quick play of the ball. Sullivan at the acting half-back. It was moved wide, it had to be moved quickly. Right over there. And Hammond with a lovely time ball to Hunt. Don't they work well, eh? Hammond and Hunt. The H-bombs. Hunt down for the try. And Saints 4 points up. Just the start Saints needed. Alan Hunt's 9th try of the season. Lee Breers looking to pop his 21st over, and his kicking was excellent at Wigan, wasn't it? Only missed one, and then he hit the post with that. That was the Bobby Golding post as well that saved Wigan a couple of years ago in the cup. But there's no wrong with that. Breers tags the extras on. Saints well underway, 6 points to 0. Saints kick off. The Eagles have the possession. Broadbent, the man driving it forward. Fine sunny day here, bank holiday, Easter Monday. Aston can't take possession, Saints have it. Well, they don't. The referee has to come back and just got his hands on it. But Saints penalised, not lining up correctly at the play of the ball. And eagle-eyed Mr. Cummins right on the job. Derek McVie out with ankle ligament trouble. Probably keep him out 3 to 4 weeks. Mind you, the healing powers of some of these players and the treatment they get. They're back in no time, aren't they? Tommy Martin with a hamstring tweak. Should be fit for Saturday against Paris at the Charlotte. If you're not going, we're covering it on Micron in our own impartial way. So if you can't get there, you can always buy a video, hire a video, join us there, live every moment. Wood puts the testing ball over the top. Willie Morganson took it. Didn't do a lot with it. Now it's with Aston. You've got to close this man down. The hooker there, Darren Turner. Good yardage. The Eagles in the Saints 20. Aston, the man, chips it through. Chris Joint takes it. Can he get in the field of play? He can. The Saints captain holding the ship there together. Well, not marking up at the play of the ball. Sheffield not marking up correctly. Infringing the Saints in their efforts to play the ball quickly. And as long as the referee's consistent, we can't grumble. That's if they ever are consistent. Hey, no doubt after yesterday's Saturday's semi-final with Leeds and Bradford, my word, some of the head tackling that went on there, and if Mr. McCallum has a view of that, there may be a few players, Bradford as well, that are on about Leeds, but maybe Bradford that won't be playing in the final. I think Matt Dermott's going to be a prime candidate, isn't he? My word, didn't miss. Alan Hunt into the Eagles half. Hammond attacked in half, takes it blindside. Good Cunningham from the acting half-back gets it away to Arnold. He releases it to Hammond. Hammond takes it crossfield. Morley has it. Morley moves it out to Perellini. Perellini for the line. Oh, he's still going. The ball's loose. Prescott was on his outside. Whether it should have been released to Prescott, but Perellini went for bust. The ball came loose, and the Eagles will restart from the 20. And the referee's not ready. The Eagles wanted to play it quickly. Player needs treatment. Nick Pickney. And the Eagles making headway. Danny McAllister. Big run up to the halfway line. Quick play the ball by the Eagles. See, it's all revolving round Aston. Inside to Broadbent. Good ball handling. Oh, great work by... Oh, my word, that was forward. Not just a yard. My word. Well picked up by the referee, and it's a good job it was too. But good handling by the Eagles in the build-up before that pass. Scrum down, head and feed, with Breers to feed. 6-0 the score, 15 minutes gone on the clock. Hammond out to Newlove. See Bradford complaining. Saints won the toss for strip at Wembley, and Bradford are saying they've got time to get another kit. As Pickerman drives it forward, still pumping the legs. Hammond overlap for the Saints on the right. Perellini out to Arnold, he couldn't take it. Looked suspiciously forward as it went over there, whether the referee had allowed it, if Arnold had taken it. Sounded like the old jungle drums round here. It looks as though we've got the Sheffield drummer. Well, when we played Sheffield in Cardiff last season, it was quite close to us. The Eagles have possession from the scrum. 10 metres short of the halfway line. They bring it to the right. Wood puts it out wide. Quickly closed down. Saints defence. Excellent. Good tackle on Danny McAllister. Great work. Perellini, Cunningham, Pickervance. Aston the man. Onto Wood. Well, they're going through the repertoire, but they're getting nowhere, are they, the Eagles? Broadbent. Last one of this sequence. Blindside again. Wood chips it downfield. Prescott well positioned. Superb work from Steve Prescott. That's the 0 tackle. Saints a restart now, and Sullivan looking for that chink in the armour. Both these wingmen superb this season. Well, I'm saying wingman, a class Alan Hunt as a wingman, even though he's been playing in the centre. 9 tries with today's. Sullivan has 8. Chris Morley running out wide. Morley again breaking the gap, making the gap, nearly broke the tackle. And the Eagles pulling him down as he wanted to get up quickly to play the ball. So penalty to the Saints. Obviously Sheffield without the, as we call them, Mr. Sheffield. Gary Etherington gone on to pastures new with his consortium over at the Leeds Rhinos. John Keir and Phil Larder in charge of the Eagles. Once again, Saints move it over to the right. Alan Hunt, just short of the 20. Breers, drop-off ball there to Pickermans. So strong. These forwards are hungry for it, aren't they? Once again, Breers sidesteps. Breaks through, releases the ball, Saints keep it moving. Pickerman straightens up, Pickerman again! Last tackle right in front of the sticks. Hammond, inside ball. Saints keep it going, did it touch an Eagle's hand? Well, it's a knock-on, that. If it touched an Eagle's hand and an Eagle man picks it up, it's a knock-on. Scrum down, Saints head and feed. And a great platform to build on now, with the Saints already 6 points to 0 up and looking to add to that score. Breers will feed it. Joint from the loose forward position onto Breers. He changes the angle of attack. It's out to Hammond. Once again, Hammond with Prescott in support, but that's a great tackle. Hammond to Sullivan. Drawing the Eagles men over. Now, will a hole emerge in the Eagles defence as O'Neill powers for the line. Breers. Twisting, turning, looking to shake the tackles up. Yes! Wood just nails him. Hammond and Hunt. Hunt again in for his second. Great work there by Alan Hunt. Partnership again, and Hunt in behind the sticks for his second. Great work from Hunt. Hammond again unlocking the Eagles defence, and another well, it's going to be 6 points to the Saints, isn't it? You put your mortgage on Breers, popping this one over, kicks them from all over, and this lad Breers obviously stepping into the shoes of Bobby Golding, we can say, with that 6-match ban that he got after Neil Cowie accidentally head-butted Golding's arm, but Cowie didn't receive any ban whatsoever, did he? Terrible, that is. So Breers right in front of the sticks, 10 metres out. Cobb for that. Another 2 points for Breers, 6 points for the Saints, 12 points nil to score. The Eagles making a substitution. Alex Thompson come on. I don't know who's come off just at present. Or is there coming round the back of the posts. But the Eagles have possession. Aston the man there. Nick Picnic going crossfield. Aston brings it blindside. The Eagles keep persisting down this right-hand channel. And I don't think there's anything for him. There he goes, Alex Thompson, freshman on. 12-0 in the lead, the Saints. Once again, Turner, Broadbent, he's got to be wrapped up. He's an excellent forward, he's Broadbent. Turner, Aston, along the line, Carr, Paul Carr, the big Aussie, gets through a terrific amount of graft in a match. And he'll need to today, as Aston puts it downfield, puts it for the corner. Steve Prescott just letting it dolly into the in-goal area. We brought back for a 20-metre tap restart. So it's Steve Edmed that's come off, and Thompson's gone on for him. Alan Hunt, roving commission, right in the thick of things. Now with Julian O'Neill. The Eagles press up quickly. Pickervance, once again, just seems to break the tackles with monotonous regularity. Cunningham, scooping the ball up, scampers away quickly. Looks at the referee, looks as though there was a bit of jiggery-pokery in the tackle. Newlove steps out of the tackle. Aston's there. Oh, well, that's a coat hanger, isn't it? The referee's not done anything about it. Nearly took his head up. Deary me. Breers kicks it for the corner. Hunt couldn't take it. Deary me. Over here, this side, the touch judge never came on. And Aston come up with a coat hanger on Newlove. My, oh my. The Saints now want to keep Eagles penned in their own 20. They're in the lead by 12 points to nil. There's 24 minutes gone on the clock. The ball now with Pinckney. Saints have the possession. Loose play. Panalini going in at short range. Well, that'll lift the Saints. The popular side faithfully rubbed again. Disjoint. Hammond again, the provider. Prodding, probing. Oh, super stuff! And Hammond does it himself. Great work from Carl Hammond. Hammond again there from the outside half-back, given outrageous dummy. The Eagles took it, and Hammond does it for the try, and doesn't he, like Nally? The captain greets him, and Lee Breer's there as well. Great work there from Carl Hammond. Look at that again, superb stuff. Out of the top drawer, and Saints' third try of the afternoon. And the Eagles look as though they're dead and buried. Breer's looking for his third. Already kicked 20 before today's game. Carl Hammond with his 6th try of the season there. And what champagne rugby we're having here at St Helens. Another 2 points from Lee Breers. Eagles only won once here at Nosey Road, 93-94 season, 1912 they won. 24th of October 1993. They was completely swamped last season in this corresponding fixture, 68 points to 2. And at Cardiff, when we had that match moved, obviously because the Eagles Stadium was used for something else, 43 points to 32 the Saints won. That was a seesaw game. Great game though. Well, a forward pass there by the Eagles, but it's on to Sabataboa now. He's taken down, it's the last one of the sequence. It's with Aston. He moves it out quickly to Doyle. Doyle puts it out wide. Morganson the man. That's the turnover. Saints want to make a substitution. And Andy Northey being brought on. It looks as though Kieran Cunningham's taken a knock. Kieran Cunningham being replaced, and Andy Northey, well, he got a bit more than he got against Wigan, didn't he? Just come on as a blood bin substitution near the end for Ian Pickervance. And he loves it, Northey. Play anywhere. Alan Hunt bounces off one tackle, just losing his footing, but taken down. Thompson, the man, in on the tackle. Now it's O'Neill. O'Neill again, keeps moving. Taking it upfield. Chris Joint. Last one of the sequence. Breers gets some good distance. Savatabua. Well, he shouldn't lose his footing on this fine pitch here. A credit to Neil Holding and his ground staff. In excellent condition, and it always is here at Nosey Road, isn't it? Not like some of the tips that we've played on. Line-side ploy, Darren Turner puts it out to the second row, McAllister. Turner again, turns it in field. Aston, the man. On to Wood, Martin Wood, the ex-Keithley loose forward. Now with Aston, Sheffield certainly lacking of idea. They're just going through the motions. I don't think there's anything down for them today. Now with Broadbent. Gets the ball away to McAllister, in turn onto Carr. The ball's loose, Alan Hunt comes up with it. It's been knocked forward, I think, by Alan Hunt when he went in for it. So it'll be scrum down, head and feed to the Eagles. It is. off guard. 29 minutes gone. Just as I was saying, there was nothing down for him. Pitney proves me wrong. But unlucky there, it was Alan Hunt that obviously knocked the ball forward as Sheffield put it out. The scrum down was awarded with obviously the Eagles' feed, and from the resulting scrum, Aston fed it. Got the ball from the back of the scrum. Pitney coming through quickly there and went through 3 Saints players. Couldn't get lay a hand on him. Touchdown between the sticks. So the Eagles register their first points. Nick Pitney in for the 4-pointer. 29 minutes gone on the clock. Aston with the conversion attempt shouldn't have any problem. Aston pops it over. 6 points to the Eagles. They're back in with a shout now, aren't they? 18 points to 6. So with the Eagles scoring, they kick off. Aston puts it deep. Apollo stops it with his leg, gathers it safely. Northey stepping up, obviously in the hooking role as a replacement for Kieran Cunningham. And good yardage made. Once again the Saints, there are 2 drives and in Sheffield territory. Julian O'Neill, big ex-Auckland Warrior. Hammond, Pickavance, rampaging run by Pickavance. Last one of the sequence. Out to Breers. He puts it high. Prescott's chasing it. Savatabua comes for it. He takes it well. Under pressure. And Northey completes the tackle. Good driving run there, Alex Thompson. The hooker, live wire, Darren Turner loses possession, Alan Hunt gathers it. It's over the top to Paul Newlove. Newlove again, strength of this man. 3 and at times 4 there into the tackle. Sullivan. Closed down by Paul Carr. Chris Morley just short of the halfway. 18 points to 6 to score. 32 minutes gone of the first half. Northey on to Pickavance. Return pass to Northey. Takes it up the blind side. Taylor, one of the tacklers in there. And once again, Saints move it along. If they pass it out quickly, there's an overlap on that right flank. It's out to Alan Hunt. Now with Johnny Arnold. He stepped in touch. He put the ball in field, but he stepped in touch. The touch judge right there on the job. Big overlap on that far side. Scrum down, head and feed to the Eagles. Aston to put the ball in. Saints move up quickly. Alan Hunt filling in over here on the left. Martin Wood. Lovely ball outside. Prescott comes in, takes his man. Beg your pardon, it's not Prescott, Danny Arnold. Just thought Prescott had moved over, but the Eagles now spreading it out, moving it round, jointing at the tackle. Broadbent. O'Neill clamps him. Darren Turner scampering away. Within 10 now of the Saints line, the Eagles. New lease of life, they're bringing it blindside. Sure, too much beef on that one. Rod Doyle, the standoff. Just tried to angle it to let it hang in the in-goal area, but too much beef on it. Directly dead. Saints restart from the 20. The majority of this ground bathed in sunshine. Big crowd over there on the far side. Morley breaking through. Couldn't squeeze it out. Alan Hunt taking up the run-in. Joint. Well taken there. Looks as though there was a big gap. Hammond. Leading his troops is Hammond. Saints move it right. Now Hunt changes the point of attack. Lofted ball with the gap over here. Pick of Vance. Breaks out to the tackle, puts it over the top. Hammond puts it back to Joint. Now it's with O'Neill. Last one of the sequence. It'll be out to Breers, it'll be up in the air, and Saints will be following it up. There it goes. Breers following it up as well. Sova Tabua takes it in the in-goal area on the full. Restart from the centre of the 20. Well, the referee bringing the players back, and Saints have the penalty. Obviously he's given obstruction. Out to Newlove now. Newlove breaks out of the tackle. Great work. Five minutes before the interval, and the big man goes over for a try. Well, Saints awarded a penalty there. Prescott steps up to take it. Obviously, Sheffield had infringed. It went to Hammond, out to Newlove. He looked as though for all in the world he was taken by two players, but the strength of this man, he just powered through the feeble Sheffield defence and went over for a try on the left, extending the Saints lead to 22 points to 6 with the Breers conversion to come. And 3 minutes of the first half remaining. Four tries, 3 goals, 22 points. Sheffield, 1 try, 1 goal, 6 points. So referee Cummins obviously adjudging that one of the Saints players had been obstructed in that effort to follow the ball up, awarding the Saints a penalty, and they replied in kind by getting the 4-pointer out of it and narrowly missing the 6. Thompson used as the dummy runner. The Saints don't take the dummy. Now it's with Darren Turner. Well, interference from Thompson there when the tackle was being completed. Aston pirouettes, and Northey takes him down. Turnover on the 6th. Didn't notice the referee signalling there, but obviously he's doing the counting. If I am, I'm not. Anthony Sullivan looking to get on the scoreboard. Hunt registering 2 today. Danny Arnold as well. Making good forward yardage, giving the forwards a break, coming in there. Northey out to Hunt. A very flat pass from our angle, looked suspiciously forward, but the referee didn't see it. He's only seen one so far. Why should he start picking them out now? The ball's lost. Well, Northey competing for it, but the ball was lost there. Sheffield capitalise on it. Pinkney, is it that man? No, it isn't. I beg your pardon. It's the other wink man, Tewa. In the last minute of normal play in the first half of this first Super League clash of 1997 here at Knowsley Road, as the Eagles put it out wide. They put it out wide too, didn't it? Senior couldn't take it. Moved out on the wing berth. Right into touch. Maybe the last scrum of the match. 10 seconds on my watch. Maybe a little bit of stoppage time, but not much. Lee Breers, head and feed. Hammond, out to Prescott. There's the half-time hooter. And Saints going with a 22 points to 6 lead. Hunt in the 8th and the 19th minute, both converted by Breers. Saints in command, 12 points to 0. The provider, Hammond, got one for himself in the 24th minute. Converted by Breers, 18-0. Then Pinkney with one right from the base of the scrum. Converted by Aston, that brought them to 18-6. And then Newell up there at the death after Saints had been awarded a penalty. And the half-time interval, Saints go in with a 22 points to 6 lead. We thank them for all the money they put into the club, but today we've got a special mention in the Owens corning box. We welcome into the Owens corning box today young man Colin Hume. Yes, Colin Hume, you prick your ears up, Outlaw. I've had enough good authority that your only excursions to Nosey Road come when you're entertained in the box. Typical sponger. He thought Saints were playing Sheffield Wednesday today. That's the extent of his rugby knowledge. But I'm well informed by the powers that be that Mr. Hume is one of the bright and up-and-coming stars of the company, and his progress is being carefully monitored. So just watch your back, Colin. Anyway, all the best for the future. Hope you're enjoying your day today, and we'll see you in the near future. Back for the second half of this pulsating Super League match. Saints in the lead, 22 points to 6. Sheffield are going to get us underway. Don't forget, call at the souvenir shop throughout the week, 9 till 5. After the match today, get kitted out for Wembley. Jerseys, scarves, badges, leisure shirts, sweatshirts. Call in and see Chris and Kirsty. They're the good-looking ones. Also in there, Alan, Peter and Dave, and they're the ugly ones. But go in the souvenir shop, have a mooch about and get your souvenirs for Wembley. Let's see you kitted out in fine style for when we take on the Bradford Bulls at the Twin Towers, and we'll get the same results as last year. Saints in possession. Perolini, the Terminator, driving forward, powering it down. Northey drawing the men in, slipping it to Joint. No doubt the Eagles will have had a bit of a rocket off Phil Lardner at half time. Northey sees the gap up to the halfway line. Julian O'Neill. Well, a little bit of jiggery pokery there off Darren Turner. These little ones are the worst, aren't they? Savatabua takes it well. Lee Breers looking always struggling there with a slight strain as he goes up there. He's not receiving any treatment at present. But on at half time, John Paul Garcia. Second row man McAllister. Saints man down, injured on the far side as Martin Wood beats the ball outside there. On to Jean-Marc Garcia. Is he in at the corner? The referee, well, the touch judge there puts the flag up. So no try. The touching goal, and Saints will restart from the centre of the 20. I think it's Paul Newlove that's down there. But Chris Morley with the possession. Newlove up gingerly to his feet. Got to have this man in full peak condition, haven't we? Against his old side, the Bradford Bulls. Well, one of his old sides, played for Featherstone as well. Eagles moving up quickly, the referee allowing them to. Saints looking to unlock the defence. Joint, 10 metres inside his own half. Newlove. Last one of the sequence. Breers releases the ball. It's on to Prescott. Prescott gets it away to Morley. Morley will have to put boot to ball. Well, he doesn't. He'll take the tackle. The Eagles, they're moving in on the Saints, closing down the game plan. Obviously, that's the idea. That's what they're there for. As Broadbent goes through, wrestled to the ground by Perolini and Pickavance. McAllister. Alex Thompson, I beg your pardon. Turner at dummy half. A run on his own, flicks it back inside. Jean-Marc Garcia. Turner again. Live wire onto Aston. Out to Wood, puts it out. Pinkney couldn't take it. Arnold picks it up, takes the tackle. Saints with the possession. That's the 0 tackle. Alan Hunt throwing the dummy, offering the dummy. And Doyle completed the tackle. Paul Carr in there, along with Thompson. Saints in possession. Sheffield moving up. Pickavance to Newlove. All in front of the referee, the Eagles there. Marlin at the play of the ball. Not before time either. 4 minutes gone of the second half. No addition to the half-time score of 22 points to 6. Big cheer at half-time when the score come on from the Warrington-Wigan match. I think it was 22 points to 4. The Wire were winning. Well, the Wolves as they're known now, isn't it? The Wolves against the Warriors. Not what we know them as, but that's another story. Chris Morley. Saints moving crossfield. Sheffield all offside on the referee's right. But solid tackling midfield. Chris Joint. Hammond, Pickavance. Still pumping the legs, Pickavance. Last one. It'll go in the air this time. Hammond puts it high in Savatabua's eyes. Prescott, it comes back off Prescott. It's a Sheffield man. And that's the 0 tackle for Sheffield. The Saints will be hoping to contain them there. Saints with an injured player. Well, the referee says it was a head-high tackle. Yes, he didn't notice before when Paul Newlove nearly got decapitated by Aston. Lee Breers taking a knock. He's been in the wars lately, Breers. Looks as though he had a slight leg strain before. But the Eagles with power, moving it forward. Well, offside. Picked up in an offside position, that surely. Aston. Carr. No, it's not Carr. Beg your pardon, it's Doyle. Now back to Wood. Perolini wraps him up. Takes the ball off him, 1-to-1. That's in order. There's nothing wrong with that. And then held down at the tackle by Tiwa. 26-4 now, Warrington against Wigan. Super stuff. As I said before in the opening intros, if Warrington can manage a win, their first win of the season, wouldn't it be nice? And the Pie Eaters go 2 down. What a weekend we'll have had. But Saints are charging, they're in the 20. Hammond onto Morley. determination in the Saints camp there. No, they attacked in half. Hammond along the line. Breers straightens up. Comes crossfield. Breaks out of the tackle. Does Breers in? He goes back in again for a second bite of the cherry. Wiry little competitor. Hammond looking for the runners. Prescott's there. Brings it crossfield. Saints are going across the field. They're not making much forward progress. Now it's with pick of hands. Looking to turn in the tackle and unload. 10 metres short. The last one of the sequence. Hammond. Drop-off ball to Perolini. He keeps it going to Northey. Back to Morley. Morley sees the gap. Puts it crossfield to Hammond. Back to Danny Arnold. Big dummy. On to Sullivan. Oh, look at that. Sullivan puts it inside. Sheffield have the possession. Adventurous stuff by the Saints. Speculative pass there. And Hammond quickly out of the blocks. And he's penalised this time. 8 minutes of the second half gone. No addition to the half-time score. 22 points to 6. Don't forget also in a month's time, or around about a month's time, Saints are playing Cass at Anfield. There's transport on, courtesy of Lancashire Travel, our local bus company. From St Helens, £2 the return trip for adults, £1.50 for OAPs, bookable in the souvenir shop. As the Eagles come through, good run from Senior. Sheffield are lining up. Senior comes inside. Savatabua takes the ball. 3 men on Senior's left. Savatabua took it on the inside. Driving run for Taylor. Within 5 metres of the Saints try line. Good drive from the Eagles. Saints defence going to be tested. Savatabua, Doyle, Aston with the dummy, good backing up from Broadbent. Yes, good try by the Eagles. They register the first points of the second half. Good work there, Savatabua from that play. The ball puts it across field. Good work by Aston. Give the dummy, drove round, slipped the ball out to Broadbent in support. They work so well, these two, don't they, Broadbent and Aston? And it all comes from Aston. So 22 points to 10. And Saints coach Sean McRae won't be happy about that. The defence just dropped off a little bit. We know Aston is the man that's got to be watched. But Saints going to make some substitutions now. 3 subs coming on. As Aston looks to add the extras on, which he does. Kieran Cunningham, Via Matautia, Paul Anderson on, Hammond, Perolini and Julian O'Neill, the men substituted. Alan Hunter just couldn't squeeze through. So reshuffling the Saints ranks, but Sean McRae giving his some of his side a well-earned rest. 22-12 the score. Matautia took it well. Joint used as the dummy runner. Matautia had to stretch for it. Anderson. Exciting prospect. Last one of the sequence. Aston breaking quickly out of the blocks. Breers gets the kick away and finds touch 20 metres, or 25 metres short of the Eagles try line. Scrum down, head and feed, Aston to feed. The Eagles 12, Saints 22. Obviously not on the correct blade of grass there, Mr. Cummins. He moves them in, and Aston puts it in field. Flat pass by the Eagles. Wood puts it out wide. Savatabua taken by Alan Hunt. Wood attacked in half. Influential loose forward. Wood taken down by Anderson. Spotted the players offside there, did Wood, went for him. Now it's Broadbent, the last try scorer for the Eagles. 13 minutes of the second half gone. Last one of the sequence. Will the Eagles put it to the air? Aston, Carr with a little chip. Chipped on again. Danny Arnold went down bravely. Takes it in the field of play. Wants a quick play of the ball, but being manhandled a little bit. And after a little help from the popular side faithful, the Eagles are penalised for offside. And Lee Breers finds touch on the main stand side at Nosey Road, right by the new entrance to the changing rooms. Matautia. Good tackling from the Eagles. They trail by 10. Anderson, short ball to Northey, took it well. Turner, one of the tacklers in. Now it's Cunningham. Saints move it infield, along the line. Overlap on the left. Joint straightens up. Support from Hunt. Support again. Dear me, unlucky there. Paul Newlove just couldn't take it. He obviously shouted for the ball. Alan Hunt flipped it up. And Paul Newlove couldn't take it. But a great passage of play as the Saints move downfield. Probably the best passage of play in the second half, which is 14 minutes old. Ashton to feed. Moves it blindside. Jean-Marc Garcia quickly plays the ball. The Eagles are charging again. And they're looking to introduce another substitution. Well, Saints penalised, not marking up correctly to play the ball. Touch found by Aston. 10 metres short of the halfway line. Paul Carr, the man, coming off, and Wayne Flynn coming on. Aston taken by Pickavance. The game certainly dropped off in this second half from the intensity it was played in the first. Only one score, that went the Eagles' way. Chipped through. Oh, well, Steve Prescott fell the full force of that, didn't he, off Darren Turner. Anthony Sullivan. Saints again come away with Northey. Head down and drive. He loves it, Northey, doesn't he? He loves it. Once again, Matautia. We like a bit of rough and tumble, and let's give it to him. Come on, you Saints. Anderson! Newlove stepping up quickly. Nobody was alert there, but Newlove was. Pickavance, and the last one of the sequence. Breers puts it to the air. Savatabua's coming for it. It's knocked back by Prescott to Northey. Northey puts it downfield. Good kick from Northey. Finds touch 5 metres short of the line, but it'll be brought back 20 metres in, 10 metres from the Eagles try line with a Saints head and feed. Aston. Sabatabua taken by Hunt. Joint in there as well. Blindside ploy, it's with Wood. Good tackling again. Breers straight in. Strong running by the Eagles. Danny McAllister. Turner at dummy half. Good side step there. John Mark Garcia. Well wrestled to the ground by Breers. Turner again. The Eagles moving it over to the right. Good running. Super work. Keith Senior up that flank. The right flank. Last one of the sequence to them. Martin Wood. Reverse angle kick for the corner. It's going to go touching goal. It is, as Steve Prescott just bowled over the Broadbent came through. Broadbent gives him a helping hand up. And obviously Prescott had got boot to ball. A drop out from between the Saints sticks. Eagles to receive again, trailing by 22 points to 12. With 19 minutes of the second half gone. Good drop out. Well, is that a knock-on? Brought it towards the post that he's attacking. And for mine, that's a knock-on. The referee not impressed. Long cut-out ball. Flynn, the man. Tripping over Alan Hunt. Desperately trying to milk a penalty. Now with Thompson, taken by Matautia. And he felt the full force of that, didn't he? Turner scampering away from the acting half-back position. Once again, Aston leading his troops onto Wood. Wood throwing the dummy, flicking it out there. Danny McAllister, the man, held 5 metres short. Wood taking his eye off the ball, and Cunningham picks the loose ball up, scampers away. Now it's with Arnold. Arnold into space. Will he be caught? He pins his ears back. Great tackle there. Quick play, the ball wanted. Steve Prescott. Can Prescott squeeze in? The Sheffield cover come back. But Saints are at the right end of the ground. Will they finish? Oh, they will now. Alan Hunt in for his hat-trick. Cunningham comes through, speculates out to Danny Arnold. He sees the gap, he pins his ears back, he drives down for the line. But he didn't think about Nick Pinkney following him there. Prescott was in support. Prescott there from the acting half-back, wanted a quick play of the ball. He tried to squeeze in, tried to use the referee as a foil, twisted round, couldn't get in there, but played it quickly. And great work there, Arnold up at the acting half-back. Put it out wide, Breers, lovely ball over the top from Breers to Hunt. Hunt in for his hat-trick. And now Lee Breers, about 15 metres in, 18 metres out, and looking for his fourth of the afternoon. Great try there by the Saints, eases their plight a little bit, 26-12. Breers, oh, that's a beauty, that's a lovely floated ball by Breers. 28 points to 12. 28-12 the score. Five tries, 3 to Alan Hunt. In a very rich vein of form, isn't he? It's all about backing up the man with the ball. And Saints stuck to the task there. He looked to try all the way for Arnold, but Pinkney got him down. Quick play the ball by the Saints, even though the Sheffield Eagles had come back. But Lee Breers showing calmness and composure. The referee right on the job. Bit of a high tackle there. by Andy Northey on the hooker, Darren Turner. Flat of the hand job, but the referee bringing him back. Knock forward is the indication. Scrum down. Head and feet to Saints. The packs lock. Joint picks it up, takes it on the short side. The Saints now will build up. Pick advance. Drives it in up to the 20, midfield. 28-12 the score. Breers again. Northey. Paul Anderson sees the space, saw the gap, drove for the line, 8 metres short. Breers flicks it up. Yes, it was a forward pass that. The referee right on the job. The Breers just losing his footing, flicked the ball up. And unfortunately, Mr. Cummins was right on the job. For Sheffield, Edmed and Carr limbering up, looking to be reintroduced. Interference at the play of the ball, penalty to the Eagles. Mark Aston will kick over to the Popular side here. .30 metres from their own line. Morley the first man in, along with Paul Anderson and Andy Northey. Aston, well, Newlove got his hand to it, flicked up. Anthony Sullivan picked it up, but it's a knock-on. Off Paul Newlove, and a scrum down with head and feed to the Eagles. 28-12 they score, 28-12 they trail. Aston, he flicks it out. Doyle, the man, taken down, now with the hooker, Turner. Broadbent, great dummy by Broadbent, turns the ball back in field. Exciting ball playing forward is Broadbent. Doyle, Wood, offers the dummy. Anderson doesn't take it along with Morley. Flynn steps up at the acting half. Now it's with Thompson. Well, he felt the full force of that, didn't he? Matauti around the legs. Pickavance round the chest. Turner to Aston. Little dink through. Breers took it comfortably. Great work from the youngster. That's the zero tackle. And Sheffield all offside in front of the referee. Never pulled them back at all. And no wonder the crowd are going bananas. Cunningham moves it left. Vila Matautia. Alan Hunt drawing the defence in. Senior brings him to earth. Arnold, Breers, Anderson. Last one of the sequence. Breers the man. Puts it to her. Savatabu is coming for it. He's lost it. It's knocked forward. Saints have the ball. That's advantage. Let's see Saints make the Eagles pay now. Pickavance. Well, second tackling there as Pickavance was on the floor. Breers. Anderson. He takes the tackle. Saints lining out. Alan Hunt just letting his players know where he wants them. Breers off 1 foot. The Eagles move in. Saints just have a little bit more space now. The Saints public want more, and why not indeed? Newlove. 15 metres out. Anderson. The Eagles' defence is tight. It's the last one of the sequence. Breers chips it crossfield. Aston takes it. Breers takes him. Seemed a quick set of 6, that, but there we go. Martin Wood from the acting half-back position. The Eagles have the possession. There's 13 minutes of the game remaining. The Saints are in the lead by 28 points to 12. Been a tough, bruising encounter. I mean, we've got to consider that the Saints' second match in 4 days, and that terrific win against the old Pie Eaters at Central Park on their own mid-in by 22 points to 10 on Good Friday. They're taking a lot out of these lads. Aston gets his kick underway. Arnold takes it, throws the dummy, drives it crossfield. Aston comes in, but Arnold's in the clear, and Arnold siding through. Saints keep it going, Kieran Cunningham. Best snooker in the world, Cunningham. Anderson drawing the men in, taking the tackle. Prescott blindside. Chris Morley still pumping the legs, driving forward, trying to draw the defence over, and then the Saints with the transference of the ball crossfield. Matautia, he'll straighten up, flicks it back to Anderson in support. Now it's with Norley. Alan Hunt there at the back. Lee Breers comes off, Hammond on. Joyce keeps it going. Now with Cunningham, flicks it inside. Cunningham chips it for the corner, but the Eagle man comes up with it, and Cunningham in, right on the ball there, brings the man down. So the Eagles with a dual substitution. Carr and Edmed coming back on. And Wood breaking through. He flicks the ball out, it's loose. But the Eagles still retain possession. Edmed. Aston. Broadbent. Savatabua. Wood taking a knock in back play. Last one of the sequence. Eagles have the possession. Aston puts it in the air. Arnold takes it well. Pinkley in an offside position, but he comes in and completes the tackle on Arnold. Alan Hunt, hat-trick man today. Revelling in it is Hunt. A new lease of life this season. After a major knee construction, he had a bit of a middling season by Alan Hunt's standards, what we know that Hunt can do last season in the first Super League season. But he's really blossomed today. Pick a Vance again. Terrific run. 30 metres downfield. Cunningham taking up the running now. Into the 20. The Saints are rampant. It's with Hammond. Runners, it's Hunt again. Puts the ball upfield. Oh, super stuff by Arnold. Another try to the Saints. 6th try by Danny Arnold. There it goes on to Hammond again, in and out, slips it to Alan Hunt, sees the gap over on the right, slips it out to Danny Arnold, over a Pinkley's head, and great work, and Arnold in for the try, and doesn't he like that? Steve Prescott looking to get on the score sheet with a goal kick, kicked a few last season, not been asked to do any of the business this season. Golding, Martin and Breers. But Steve Prescott, 5 metres in, or even less than 5 metres, on the 20-metre line. 32-12 the score. And that to the right. Booth not introduced yet as the Eagles try to keep the ball going. Jean-Marc Garcia. Now Paul Carr. Well taken by Alan Hunt. Super tackling by Hunt. Edmed. Aston at the acting halfback. Brings it on the blind side. Great tackle by Hunt and Arnold again. That's great stuff there. Senior, the man bounced. Broadbent losing his footing. Last one of the sequence. It's gone to Aston. He puts it upfield. Looking for distance. It's going to go touching goal, that is it. Oh, it just sneaks in the field of play. But Simon Booth on. And rapturous applause for Ian Pickermans, who applauds the popular side faithful as he comes off to the dugout. And what a well-earned rest from Pickermans there. In from the start today. Tremendous performance. So there, as Stuart, your PA man, just says, Wednesday the 16th of April, the rearranged match against the Salford Reds here at Nosey Road, your next home match. Aston, pirouettes, throws the dummy, Metaltia can't take him. Broadbent backing up. Saints just slipping off the pace a little bit. Edmed juggling with it, being forced back. Wood attacked in half. Savatabua in the line from the full-back position. Turns it back to Senior. Still going is Senior. Savatabua wants the acting half-back position. Slips it to Paul Carr. Can Carr squeeze in? He can squeeze in the corner. Well shuffled into touch there. Broadbent, the man coming off. And McAllister going back on for the Eagles. Scrum down, head and feed to St Helens. Hammond playing at scrum half now with Lee Breers being substituted. Anderson. 32-12 the score. 4 minutes remaining. Obviously injury to Tommy Martin, Derek McPhee that didn't play against Wigan on Friday, but there was a lot of bruised and battered bodies on Friday. And having to double up with the Easter programme here today. But Saints coming up with it as Metaltia powers forward. Support there from Hammond. Quick play the ball by the Saints. Sullivan scampering away. Carr takes him down. Saints in the Eagles 20. It's going to be moved right across now. Hammond, well it's not. Hammond calls me a liar. Slips the ball back to Cunningham, but it's taken by Prescott. Prescott puts it out right into a pair of Eagles' hands. Still exciting stuff. Saints looking for more points, but as I said, the lads, they're doubling up in the Easter programme, and they'll welcome a few days rest, obviously till Saturday. We play this Saturday at the Charlotte in Paris. If you can't be there, the video will be out next week. Mike Cronner there will be giving you all the action from start to finish, and let's hope it's a better day than it was last time. Absolutely threw it down, didn't it? But the atmosphere was great. Once again the Eagles with Savatabua. Last one of the sequence. 3 minutes and counting. The 2 points in the bag. Prescott coming in for it. Obstructed by Carr. The ball still loose. Savatabua has it. Well, the tackle can't wait clean. come up with that decision, Mr. Cummins. Team Prescott was obstructed as he came for the ball by Carr, who has the possession now. Well, the drummer over there, and somebody just shouting for the Eagles. It's the first time we've heard them all afternoon. It's a bit late for the start now, I would love, isn't it, with 2 minutes remaining. But 32-12 the score. 2 minutes to the final hooter. 2 well-earned points. Darren Turner, live wire hooker. Once again, the Eagles putting it crossfield. Aston chips it for the corner. Danny Arnold has to turn back, but it's going to go into touch. 10 metre scrum, 20 metres in.
This afternoon's man of the match has been selected, and McEwen's-Lager. Man of the match this afternoon, Alan Hunt.
Well, you've McEwen's-Lager, man of the match there, Alan Hunt. 3 tries. The hat-trick hero. All the lads have played well. Once again, Hammond showing how influential he can be on a game. And Hunt here now! Just couldn't escape the clutches of Wood, Martin Wood. Good ball there, Simon Booth. Turns back inside. Sullivan taken on suspicion, but Hammond taking the run in. Support from Anderson. Back to Hammond. Saints keep it alive. Speculator to Arnold. Kicks it forward, can't control it. Tired bodies there in the Saints ranks. But they move upfield 50 or 60 metres. Well, the pie eater's coming a bit closer. Is it 31-24? So obviously a drop goal coming into play there by the Warrington Wolves. The Eagles have the possession. They're in the Saints 20. That's bang on the 40 minutes. And the Saints come up with the 2 well-earned points. 32 points to 12 the final score. 22-6 at half-time. 9 minutes before the scoring was opened in the second half. And that was the Eagles with a Broadbent try converted by Aston. The Saints just looked to have dropped off the pace a bit, and it was in the 20th minute that Alan Hunt went in for his 3rd try, converted by Breers. 28-12 the score, and then 9 minutes to the final hooter. Arnold going in after some sterling work by the Saints, and they brought it upfield. Lovely speculating pass from Hunt over to the right, and Arnold went in. Prescott couldn't convert it. So the final score here at Rosie Road, Saints 32, Eagles 12. Join us in the Charlotte this Saturday, if you can. Thanks for joining us. You've been with Mike Ron. See you soon.